Right. Oh wait, we're 3 minutes late. Apologies. Now.
Oh, I'm up.
Well, that's a relief. And your trousers are up too.
Who was?
Your pants are up too, so that's good.
Are they up?
Yep, definitely.
They haven't fallen down yet.
So, yet again, I am not getting this on here. Why is this? I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. I don't think there's anything exciting in there. You look and see what you think. So. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I know. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to do this with questions again.
I never open those.
What are they? Oh, I never open them either. And that's Janine's. And I still can't get on here. Why? I don't know. I give up. Oh, I bet your thing needs... Right.
Time sensitive
use this.
material. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. It was funny, I came out of the house to go get the mail and I'd sizzle at the bottom of the driveway with Carl, and I thought, that's odd. And then I saw Carlene on her scooter beetling away down the hill.
Yeah, I went up to see the two doors and I couldn't see.
I sent you a picture because somebody sent me a picture to send to you.
I didn't see it.
Hold on, I find it.
And I don't have a trash. Yes, I do, right here.
Must be for me.
God damn it. Okay, put it in there. Is that in there?
Yes, it is indeed.
We'll put all this in there too.
Should I send this? Where would I put it? Oh, there it is. Look! There you are, in between the two doors.
Unbelievable. You just made them.
No,
I never made them.
somebody said that to me, and I need to go into my phone to remember who it was because I'm terribly bad at names. Sorry.
Unbelievable.
And you must have built them. That's even worse.
I know. Oh God.
So this is the proof of two doors. Look, that's the Deagle and Carlene, and I think Meat Chipper Steve or somebody like that. I don't know.
I have no idea why I built those two doors.
Well, they're very nice doors.
They are. I was good at that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Janine.
Yeah.
There's a small packet of Janine's crap.
Okay.
The bottom of the lamp.
There we go. Sorry.
Oh. So,
It's been a right odd day.
it has been. People are supposed to ride past here on horseback pretty soon.
Yes, I think Betsy's coming, and obviously our Michelle's going out with Betsy. And
Turn your head so I can't see.
sorry, Michelle and Betsy are supposed to be going out.
That's true.
I presume on Chester and Sunshine.
The white horse?
No, that's Sky.
Sky.
No,
It had something to do with the sky.
yeah, close enough.
Well, last night I was awake for at least an hour watching that poor bugger with a broken crest on his neck,
Woody.
trying to get a drink, trying to get a piece of hay, and nobody would let it in.
See, that's odd because he's been living out the back in Tanner's barn.
Well, he could not get himself a bite of hay last night.
Yeah, so I don't know why he was there.
So I just warned her, Michelle, see if she couldn't make sure that he had a pile of hay.
Yeah, we'll pop him back in Tanner's because he's been there with Sky, with the white horse.
Well, the white horse wouldn't let him in either.
Would she not?
Well, she was eating out of the big tub, and he didn't even try. You know, he started in with her, and then he backed off and
Right, well,
went over to the hay bag that's hanging on the wall, and that bugger was mean. It was, hey, get out of here. You know.
well, I think maybe the best place for him is to go back into Tanner's because he's been doing quite nicely there.
Yeah. With the cow.
No, he just goes there with Sometimes Dimitri goes with them, but Sky lives back there normally.
Yeah.
So was Wallace here last night? I think he was training last night. Remember, I came in here.
Yes, it could be.
I think. Can't remember. The days
kind of running.
Yeah. I think last night, and I think maybe Wallace has put them all in together.
Yes, put them all out when he wanted to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
At any rate,
We'll keep an eye on them.
got nothing to eat last night.
Right. So we'll go and have a lookie. Check up on him. And did you go to the job this morning?
I did.
Where was it?
Where was it? It was that place in the corner of Route 62 and 128.
Oh, that busy one. It's quite busy, and the car park is right on the corner,
Right, yeah.
and it's quite tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one. I can't remember what that's called.
yeah. And they had thought we were going to be there yesterday.
Excellent, excellent. And you went with Jake.
Huh?
You went with Jake,
I went with Jake.
and who did you take?
The dog.
This is like an intelligence test for memory, isn't it?
Four
dogs.
the 4 dogs.
4 dogs.
I brought the 4 dogs home again.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah. Yes, we did fine.
Yeah,
He's learning.
he is. He's good.
He's learning. Well, it's also driving.
He's probably terrified driving you in the car.
Could be.
He's probably sitting thinking it's your car,
Yep.
and he's very careful with you, and he probably doesn't want to go above the speed limit.
I told him about that. We had a dog down in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful service dog, working beautifully with her,
Mm-hmm.
doing nicely in and out of all the Washington mess, etc. And all of a sudden, he decided he wouldn't get in her car,
Mm-hmm.
and it was serious. So they tried everything, and the husband got involved, and they hired a dog psychologist even to try and figure out why the dog wouldn't get in the car. And they were getting nowhere, and she couldn't go anywhere. So they finally came up here to me. I took 2 minutes
Mm-hmm.
with her driving, and I said, "It's the way you drive.
Yeah.
It's the start, that's out, the start, that's out." And he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
He had no trouble getting in my car,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't want to get in her car.
And did that cure him?
Yeah.
Her changing her driving?
Yep. Unbelievable. But she had to be told. So, I'm having this problem with Wanda sitting on my shoulder here
Uh-huh.
on this, and Wanda's getting pretty upset because, she falls off that thing,
Uh-huh.
so we've had words, Jake and I, about dumping the dog.
Yeah. It
Anyway,
is.
that was my whole excitement of the day.
But hasn't it just looked like it was about to dump a whole load of rain, and it just hasn't appeared?
It's coming, I think.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It does. It does. I did get to finish some of my Indian food, which was very interesting.
Even better.
Is that better? Your husband didn't show up, so I just kept eating it.
Do you know what? It tastes better the next day.
It was very good.
Yep.
It was very good. I have a little bit left there now. I have some ground lamb that I picked up somewhere, and I'm going to mix it in there.
Ooh.
But anyway, Donna was here today, Donna and Randy,
Yes.
and she bought 4 meals.
Oh, lovely.
Isn't that lovely? And ice creams. I ate one of the ice creams right away.
Now there's a surprise.
Yep. And he's going to tackle the desk.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's a beautiful old desk.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And they must have just come back from Portugal.
they did.
Yes. Did they enjoy it?
Yes, they had a good time.
Yes.
Nothing spectacular, she said.
Yeah.
Except she bought me a piece of cork
Oh.
to put on the counter so I don't burn the counter.
Ooh. Well, that's handy.
If she found out that Portugal makes the world's only supply of pork or something like that.
Excellent. Well, that's handy.
That was handy.
That'll make Janine pleased.
Yes. That would be nice to get that desk done, though. I really.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that that's Goldy in the drawer.
I know.
You left her out in the cold here so long.
Yeah, I know it, and it's not a good place because hanging out in that is drafty.
Exactly, right.
It might leave us.
Gotta fix that up.
Find a better place.
Gotta fix that up. At any rate.
Right, let me go see what we've got question-wise. Oh, you're joking. What is going on with my questions here? Uh-oh. Okay. And did you see all the chickens out in the hill?
No.
No? They're over the other side. I thought you'd gone down the drive. No, up at the house.
I didn't see them.
Yeah. Every time you walk down the drive, you've got a little procession of chickens that follow you along the fence line. Oh, Bella's here.
What?
Bella.
Bella's here?
Yep.
Hi, Bella.
I'm hoping Bella's going to come visit soon. You know, there is not a single...
I found my card where I was an inspector for Canine Good Citizen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've lost it yet, but I think it's on my golf cart, clipped to the steering wheel.
Best place for it?
Well, you can see it every time you get in there.
No. How many people did you see today at Brentwood?
We didn't see all that many. I think there probably was about 20 clients, if you call them, and then probably 10 staff.
Yeah, that's probably about the right ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, is Fugan back? Fugan had a terrible accident. Fugan, she had a terrible accident. She fell and hurt her arm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we better bring Goldy inside, or we could be in trouble. Oh dear. Is Janine ready for the trip to Paris?
I don't know. Who knows?
Is it not a bit too early to get started on that?
Well, is she leaving, what, tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow? No, she's leaving Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, give her tomorrow.
Wednesday, day after tomorrow.
Yeah, stacks of time. No, she's not. In preparation, getting there. Right. That's us for questions so far.
That's the question. Okay, I have a problem, which I hope I remember to put in my daily doggy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tricky. But if you have a card, it's a credit card or a debit card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You with me?
Yep.
The debit card draws money directly out of your account.
Mm-hmm.
The credit card apparently does not. It's paid for by the bank and then you owe it to them.
Yep. Okay.
Okay? You with me so far? Mine is a debit card and I wanted a debit card. I don't want a credit card.
Yep.
That bank that I'm in tried at one point to give me a debit card that I didn't even know I had. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the history. I get to the market yesterday. I stick in my card and the thing says, add your secret word if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens if I don't want to? So I figured, okay, I just won't do it and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was it. Then the next day I go someplace else and I find out that if I do that, it's a credit card.
Yes.
They make it a credit card.
Yes, because terminal things where you check out now have all changed, because you used to have your 4-digit number,
Right.
and now you can just press the green button, and you don't need, which I think is really wacky.
No, that makes it a credit card. And if you miss one payment, all of a sudden you've got 39% interest.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
But the other problem is if you drop your card and somebody goes to buy something and they think, well, I don't have to put the number in because I don't have it, and they just press the green button, and then they've paid for whatever they've...
Yes, I think it is extremely sneaky.
Yes.
I'm not happy at all about that.
We need to go back to cash only. But people don't like cash either.
That's because they don't know how to make change.
No, no, they do not.
They don't.
Because you see them reading on the screen. That'll be that.
I had a German friend, way back when kids were young, that paid everything cash.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband's paycheck would be cashed,
Yes.
and then she'd carry it back.
Yeah. And you can't cash checks in the way that you used to be able to cash checks any longer either.
Right, I know that because my secret word, my secret 4 letters, is the same as it was when I was cashing checks 100 years ago at Henry's.
Well, there you go. And the other thing is, they've tightened it all up so much that I can't even pay in checks to either Goldy's or Equine Rescue because I'm not on the account. So as of the 1st of April, I can't go down there to pay in. Now, I understand not being able to take out, but even paying in, I am not allowed to pay in.
I don't understand that.
Don't understand that at all. I think it's a fraud issue.
Well, I'll tell you one story I have on that regard. My husband, the guy used to deliver the mail to my husband's office and sit it on the welcome here, window, whatever it was. And one patient came in and saw that and took a handful of it, unknown to us, and it had some checks in it. So he took those checks and wrote deposit only, and he took them down to the bank and said, here's a deposit, and while you're at it, here, cash this check for me. And they did, because he deposited the money.
Yeah.
And it wasn't his account, he just had some fake checks.
It's not good, is it?
No, not good.
No. And I remember way back in Scotland, during there used to be a terrible sectarian violence between the IRA in Ireland, and there was a big faction in Scotland, and my friend's father's car was stolen, and in the glove compartment was his checkbook. And the checks had been stolen, and the checkbook found itself into the hands of the IRA, and they had been writing checks, and the checks had gone all through the bank system, and he was none the wiser until the police came to the door and accused him of being an IRA supporter because they traced these businesses and the checks back, and then the checks came back to him.
Wow.
So it was
the world is weird.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a shock. But it's peculiar, and they change things all the time, so you get used to something and then they've changed it. It's tricky.
Do police carry guns now? They do, don't they?
I don't know here.
No, in Scotland.
I don't think so.
They didn't used to.
No, they don't. They'll hit you over the head with a baton.
Yeah.
Oh.
That works.
But I suppose the difference is that because it isn't a country that carries firearms, or traditionally didn't carry firearms, the only people who would have firearms were farmers or people who hunted, and everything was licensed.
Yeah.
So it was all very heavily regulated. And then you knew that if somebody had a gun and they were neither a farmer or a hunter, they had to have got it from spurious sort of like circumstances. So and it was something that took a long time. You know, you were more likely to get stabbed.
Right.
And then, but I suppose, you know, times have changed, and then there's been several wars, and you know, so there's guns come into society, but not the easiest. You certainly can't go to Walmart and buy one. It's just a different culture, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've got the right to bear arms either.
Yeah.
So it's just different. Which is why when you come over here, when I went to the American Embassy, because we had to do our biometrics, and we had to go for an interview to be able to be eligible for the visa that we travelled on, and we went down to the American Embassy in London, and it was very heavily armed, and you know, it's quite a surprise in central London, and you appear and there's people with these great big long machine guns. I was like, wow,
Okay.
we're like, we'll just toddle off back up to Scotland, thank you, see you. So it's just different, different. Let me see if there's any more questions. Oh. No more questions. Right, well we shall, here, there's some up here. Now.
Our 2 horseback riders have not gone by yet.
Not yet. Fernanda says we're surrounded by sneaky stuff. That's quite true. And Gail says it treats your debit card as credit, but it still takes it immediately out of your account.
Who said this?
Gail.
Oh. Well, the whole thing just didn't make any sense to me.
No. How are your dogs?
Dogs are fine.
They are. They've been super. Right.
Although they're both over at the ICU and they really wanted to be over here.
I can let them out for you.
Yeah.
I'll go get them.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Oh, my dogs are all fine and the birds are fine. Honestly, those cockatiels are so noisy.
Really?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
4. 4. Right, I shall go and get the Carlene's dogs back.
Carl's going to protect us from it.
We're okay. We've got Carl. Night night.
Okay.